A-list celebrities in the building, Lil Wayne, uh, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
We were on the sidelines about to go into the court and to start the show. Right before we went on, it was just so crazy. Steph Curry's passing by, chewing on his mouthpiece, and then he dabs us up, and we're like, bro, I can't dab you up. Like, we're playing against you. Like, we don't like each other right now.
Nah, man, what was crazy was he walked past us, right? And then he tapped me on my shoulder because I was standing in front of my brother. And they're like, you guys are going to stand right here. Once the clock hits, we'll wait for our cue, and then we'll tell you when to come on the court. And we're like, all right, cool. So we're just there waiting, right? And I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, I was a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's live TV. You're in front of 18,000 fans.
The first move they want is the flip. So my palms are sweaty. I slip and fall, I fuck up, it's over. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy. Yeah.
You can't mess up, man. And it's like, so Steph Curry's walking by, and he taps me on my shoulder, and he smiles and he winks at me, kind of like a signal of like do your thing, or I've seen you before, or something like that. It was crazy, and I was like, man, that was crazy. And then once we got on the court, man, it was like once the flip landed, it was a wrap.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying, everything, all the you know what I'm saying, the nervousness and everything was gone, and it was showtime. And bro, it was a dope experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I could have retired right after that, honestly.
I know that was amazing. Hey, you know something else? I've seen Steph Curry in person. He's a lot taller than he look on TV.
Oh, yeah, he's tall.
Man, you know who I seen the other day? I ran into D-Hop.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I ran into D-Hop, man, and I just said what's up to him. I was like, hey, man, I was like, hey, what's up, man? Like, I'm Triple P, man. I just want to introduce myself. I'm saying I was like, I'm Triple P of Heavyweight Music. And he was like, the Dancing Brothers? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, no. He said, first he said, I've seen you before. And then I was like, yeah, you probably have. He's like, man, yeah. Then he said, the Dancing Brothers? I was like, yeah, Heavyweight Music. And he was like, yeah. And then that was it. Like, I just let him go. I didn't want to be like, you know what I'm saying, like a nuisance or anything. I mean, I just want to say what's up to him because I ran into him.
Yeah, that's dope. And, that's how it's supposed to be. That's your peer.
The fact that he kind of knew, like, oh, man, I've seen y'all before. That was dope, man.
That's sweet right there, man. I love that. You know, I want to go back to also talk about the videos. I remember there was a trend where everybody was trying to do the video. I don't know if you ever saw the compilation of the people that hurt themselves trying to do the flip. Whoo!
Oh, yeah. Man. We used to get, like, I'm not going to lie, there was somebody posted it on Twitter, and that's where a lot of people were posting the videos. And we kept getting, like, tagged on there. So I went and I downloaded a lot of videos, and I kind of made a little compilation. I was like, man, these people are really trying to do this. And
I've seen some people do it at a wedding and even hurt themselves, too.
Yeah, but I mean, we never expected it for it to be a challenge, but it was pretty cool that it took off like that, and then it just kept going.
What I think is really great about you guys is that y'all really like break all the rules. Because first off, they don't think big people can move like that. You break that. Then they don't think they can dance like that. Then that you guys are brothers. Then we from the South. Then you're Latino. Then you getting down. Like it's mind blowing all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Like you boys is really killing it. And I want to go in a little bit also, Triple P. Because this is another reason why I think you guys are going to be successful musically. I don't think a lot of people know, or you don't really let people know how talented you are musically prior to the dance, and how dancing is just a piece of the novel. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you elaborate more on your background in music?
Well, man, it's a long story, but I'll start off by saying, like, I'm a former trumpet player. You know what I'm saying? Like I really started in high school. Like, I picked it up in middle school, but I only did it because, like, back in the day, I don't know if they still do that now, but back in the day, you couldn't play sports in 6th grade. So
That's right.
you had to wait to play football or basketball or anything like once you hit 7th grade. So once I hit 7th grade, I was all about sports. And then once I got to high school, long story short, we ended up moving to Birmingham, Alabama, my 7th grade year. So we lived in Alabama for about 3.5 years. Went to the whole city in Alabama, in Birmingham, is like predominantly black.
Facts.
So I was the only Hispanic in the whole school. When I got to high school, when you talking about like cornbread eating motherfuckers, these were some cornbread eating motherfuckers, bro. Like everybody was 6 something. The lineman, the quarterback, the kicker, everybody was big.
Grown
and
men.
Back then, I was like 5'1", like I was small, but I was tough. And I went to football training camp, and my dad was like, "Nah, you can't play football. You're gonna get hurt. Either they're gonna hurt you, or you're not gonna play." So he just he just threw me in the band. So from there on, I just kept playing. Then came back to Houston. Went to Sam Houston. Played there from my freshman year to my senior year. Graduated, went and played at Texas Southern University with the Ocean Soul. Shout out to the Ocean, baby.
Huh.
So, yeah, man. So in those times, man, I learned a little bit of piano. I learned a little bit of wood instruments, and I learned how to write. I learned how to produce. In high school, I did a lot of poetry. So I was aiming to be a music teacher, but God had other plans. So it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Yep.
But yeah, man, I play trumpet. I play the piano. Any brass instrument really I can play. And then like back in the day, like Quincy Jones and these type of what was Smokey Robinson, like these type of
executive producers and songwriters.
Songwriters. They would always write their music like piano sheet.
Yep.
So that's what I was doing with my beats. I was producing beats, but they were all written like in piano music. They weren't like Fruity Loops or like all these other programs that they use, like Reasons and Logic and all this. I wasn't using none of that. I was just using because I used to arrange a lot of music for bands. So
that's what I was using. I was using analog, I was using analog and a motif.
Yeah. So I used to just arrange my own stuff and like that, my own music. And then from there, man, like I finally got a hold of Fruity Loops and started transposing that music onto Fruity Loops. And then the rest is history, man. Like me and Little A started, putting lyrics to the beats, and that's how heavyweight music started, man.
What's you guys' favorite song that you ever recorded?
Damn, that's a tough one.
I would say for me, because it's one of the tracks that really put us on, like a long time ago. It's called "I Don't Like the Look of It," and every time we would perform that song, man, it was just like we would just shut down the show and competitions and things like that. Like that was our go-to song. It's like if we're having a competition, all right, this is the song we're gonna do, and that song was just the one for me.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, very lyrical, and man, it was just a crazy song.
Yeah. I mean, these are all my babies, man, and I love them the same, but I'm gonna go with, it's a very slept on record, man. we hardly ever even perform it, but it's called Ride. And the reason why is because, like, the melody to it, you know, I actually like wrote it. I actually, you know, it's not just like a typical rap song where you're just like saying stuff, you know, like like a repetitive line or just a chant or something. It's an actual melody, you know, like. And the way I wrote it is basically thinking as a musician, as a trumpet player. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the melody going up and down, and you know, you got harmony and everything in the background. And then the meaning of the song, like, you know, is basically like for a chick that's just gonna be down for you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody who's there for you no matter what. She's not about the money. She's not about the fame. She's not about none of that. She's about you and who you are as a person. So, I don't know if you heard that record, but that's one of my favorites.
Okay, yeah, we're going to pull it up and spin that, man. I love it. Well, I don't want to hold you guys long. I just want to be brief a few more questions. And I do want to tell you guys that part there, go ahead and ride that. It's the beginning of the summer. The video just dropped like 2 weeks ago. It's who directed the video?
Actually, I did.
What?
Yeah, I actually directed it, man. Me and Little A. I mean, man. The thing about our videos, man, is we always have our ideas set in stone, and then the videographer just has to show up and shoot it. I'm saying, like, if you watch all our videos, man, like all the lighting and all the props and everything, like, we do everything.
Like
we
life
do all
for
the
party.
hard work, and they just got to show up and give us the shots that we want, man. But yeah. So let me ask you, man, off of this record, like, what do you like the most about this record? I know you said it was unapologetic, but
what
as
I
far
like,
as like,
well, I have 2 ears, right? So I have an ear, well, 3 actually. So I have an ear as a person that just likes music. I have an ear as an artist, as a musician myself who plays the piano, guitar, writes lyric, battle rap, all that good stuff. And then I have my executive ear, right? And it satisfies all 3.
man, hold up.
You see what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to it, let's start with my executive ear. My executive ear says, how would this record do on TikTok? So I'm thinking about how 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds of that ago. Oh, I can hear that. Maybe big, but I'm guapo, man. I'm like, oh yeah, that's catchy. Oh yeah, that's TikTok worthy. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, as a songwriter, you know, I'm listening like, oh, the collaboration, the hook, how he's actually mixing the Spanish with the English and actually rhyming, like really making, like, my favorite writer of all time is Dr. Seuss. He made me fall in love with the rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on that right there. And then I have myself as a regular person who like music. So if I'm bobbing my head and boom, boom, I'm like, oh, it's certified. All it needs is the best analogy to put it is it's A1 dope. It's uncooked dope. No matter what neighborhood you put it in, it's gonna be A1. You know what I'm saying? We just have to get it to those neighborhoods.
Oh yeah,
That's that blue magic,
man, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
Exactly.
breakdown for your ass right there, bro.